Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the MLW report for the 24th of June, 2022. Continuing to be one of the better deals we have here. MLW middleweight champion Myron Reed defeating Casey Navarro and Arez with Strange Sage in a three-way to retain the title is the way they kick off. This is from the 2300 Arena. Decent enough action and decent way to begin the show. They take turns early and eliminating one of the competitors, so the other two could have a decent exchange, showing off their abilities. Arez is first to have decent control, moonsaulting off the apron onto Reed, and then slingshotting himself back into the ring. Navarro hits a cutter. Champion on top, and he hits the no cap splash. Springboard 450 splash. He's frustrated that he can't get the win going for him. Distractions from the outside as well. Navarro kicks Reed down with the spin kick before launching himself over the top rope with a pretty quick deal onto the managers on the outside. Reed then transitions into the Captain Crunch, Celtic Cross, and then splashes his way into a bit more. After the match, Reed gives thanks to Richard for training tips. Rich Bocchini asks him about his potential future match. Reed immediately gets angry and storms off at the question. Reed's change of personality has been a deal for him. Maybe he's starting to turn heel backstage. Kruger promised to leave Fatu's body lying in ashes, and the reign of cruelty begins. Black Hand graphic is closed promo, so there could still be a Contra subgroup coming up in the future. Bane Fight Club's National Openweight Champion Alex Kane and Mr. Thomas are on hand to deliver details of their next initiative. They teased a beat the clock type challenge and settled on survive 20 minutes with the champion for $20,000. Los Maximos, Joel and Jose defeats Chris Cage and Jalen Bayo. EJ Nakuda is one half of the tag team champions as a commentary for the Maximos match. Maximos take to the sky with a dive to the floor after catching their opponents with a sunset flip attempt, and then they hit Cage with the washing machine, pendulum facebuster, and bring back the double team Spanish fly from the top rope to pick up the win. After the match, Bocchini interviews Los Maximos and mentions Nakuda and the and Tankman attack. Los Maximos interrupted and said Bocchini doesn't have to worry about the champions because Maximos are there for the gold. Backstage, Caesar Duran found Gangrel and Azrael from Strange Sage lurking in the boiler room, asking them to take out Microman next week. Has been a thorn in their sides. And then we learned that Alex Hammerstone will defend the title against Richard Holiday at Kings of the Coliseum on July 14th episode. Bocchini then interviews Hammerstone via video where he says he's not coming to prove anything, he's just coming to take out months of frustration on Holiday. Jacob Fatu defeats Mattis Kruger in a weapons of mass destruction match. Ringside area is completely filled up with match, and match is suited for its location inside the ECW arena. Fatu brings a chair with him and tosses it at Kruger. Kruger then manages to throw powder into the eyes of Fatu, attempting to powerbomb him off the apron through the table, but then struggled to get him up. He ends up dropping him and then drops on top of a table on top of his head. The table collapsed and didn't break, but Fatu gets away without serious injury for his trouble. Fatu then hits a spear and swing of momentum in his favor, but Kruger hits him in the face with the Biccolini Club there and drapes him in the Contra flag. Kruger then pours the contents of gasoline on Fatu, but former champion thankfully nipped up and lands a huge Fosbury flop on Kruger on the floor. They exchange big moves and then includes the German suplex and a pop-up Samoan drop by Fatu. Kruger then amazingly hits the Panama Sunrise. Fatu pops up and goes back into the super kick and then runs up a corkscrew twisting. Senton Fatu then hits a finishing moonsault but knocks Kruger to the floor. Fatu hits another dive and brings out barbed wire. Kruger then is lying on a military stretcher, and barbed wire is placed on him. Fatu leaps off the top rope, splashing Kruger and squishing the wire into himself and his opponent. Death Squad members run out to the ring and they bring a ladder and a table for Kruger. They loosen the top and middle ropes and eliminate Fatu's moonsault as Kruger then turns Fatu inside out with a clothesline. Fatu fights back and hits Kruger with a chair and breaks the table before the next move is able to be executed. After the contest, Kruger comes back to life and drags Fatu into the biohazard labeled container, but Kruger himself is the one who goes face first into the container, which bursts into light and smoke. Kruger then leaves the container for victims' supposed chemical attack, with Fatu coming away with Kruger's mask in his possession, which seemed to symbolize destruction and end of his foe. Or maybe not. Then we go to Mini Abismo Negro and Aziz and Holiday versus Lince Dorado, Microman, and Women's Featherweight Champion Taya Valkyrie as a match next week on the MLW show. MLW continues to be good wrestling action and less insulting than other national products. We will be back with more right after this.